Hello everyone, so this week on Losing Laura, it is almost Halloween. And I have put on some lovely bloody makeup for you guys to tell you about my experience working in a haunted house. I only worked in a haunted house for 1 year, but I loved it, and if I had time I would definitely do it again. There's just not enough hours in the day because it takes a lot of energy, and at the time I was only working part-time and I kind of feel like I almost died. I was never just one thing in the haunted house. I did a lot of different kind of roles, which were just so crazy fun. So I have a couple crazy stories for you. One part was when I was this character in a room where there was a bunch of fake fog, and then there were laser beams like halfway through, and so you could not see anything below those laser beams because the fog just kind of made it completely opaque. And what I would do is I would like hide, I would crouch down, and there was like a walkway that they had to go through, and so I would crouch down underneath the laser beams and no one could see me, and I would jump up and just totally freak people out. It was so great. But one of my favorite stories is when a television crew came to do a segment on the house, and at the time I was being this monster with this really cool mask. And the mask is very expensive, and so I was trying to be very careful with it, and I hadn't put it on yet, and I was just like holding it in my arms, like this, like. And so the television, so the guy with the camera came walking around, and he kind of pointed down at the pointing the camera down at the mask, and he's just like, "What's this?" And just kind of look up at the camera and just go, "This is my swamp monster baby." And that totally made it on television. So that's great. Another time I was being a zombie, which actually being a zombie got me over my fear of zombies, which is pretty cool. So as a zombie, I would bend through this hole in the wall and lean on a shelf that they had inside the haunted house. So like my butt was in the behind the scenes and stuff, like no one walked by there, and then the front of me was in the haunted house. And it was my favorite thing to pretend like I wasn't real, and I would lay there just really, really still. And it was nice because I was kind of in a cage sort of thing. People, like, they could see me, but they really couldn't see me very well because it was dark and there was like bars in the way and stuff. And so they would stand there. As they would go past, they would be like, "What was that? Is it real? Is it real? No, it's not real. Yes, it's real. No, it's not real. Yes, it's real." And then they would kind of be like, "Okay, go, go, go." And they would walk by me, and that's when I would go, and they just screamed bloody murder, and it was awesome. And finally, my last favorite story from working at a haunted house is in that same spot where I was like zombie in a cage. I also got this button. So as soon as the people who I just scared went around the corner, I would hit this button and this air cannon would go off by their feet, and they would again scream bloody murder, and it was my favorite thing. So that air cannon leads to my last little thing for you. Pro tip for going to haunted houses: don't touch the performers. Don't. Just don't do it. It's not cool. Don't do it. But, of course, people are a-holes, and they do it. While I was in that spot, being zombie in a cage with the button for the air cannon, I would lay out with my arm out, and people thought it was real funny to come and smack my hand or something, or they would grab it and like shake it. So this was really annoying. So to the people who did that, once they went around the corner, I pressed that air cannon a couple more times than I needed to, just so it would go off again and again, and just give them a little more scare. It almost got to the point where I really kind of liked doing that if they touched me. So yeah, those are all the haunted house stories I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed them. If you like haunted houses or if you don't like haunted houses, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to chat with you about it. Also, if you have not seen it yet, I have a new cover video on my second channel. Put a link right here. I put a spell on you from Hocus Pocus, but put a cool, creepy twist on it. So I would love if you went and checked that out right there. I should hopefully have some new videos coming for you soon. I wrote a new original song. It was kind of creepy, so I'd like to put it out before Halloween. And then of course I have Zombie Crawl on Saturday, and I got a pretty neat costume for it, and so I'm really excited. So please stay tuned, subscribe for all that lovely, lovely content coming your way. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Come and see where I get lost next week. Stormy, stop. Stop. Please stop. Thank you. Hi. Stop. Little Sebastian, leave the cat alone. She don't want to play, baby. She don't want to play. Have you ever filmed an entire video and then realized that you had the camera on the totally wrong setting the entire time?